Hello, this is going to be my discussion launcher for the David Downing essay, and I'm going to have two questions here for you. The first one is going back to Downing's, um, analysis or description of literature and literature curriculum and research as mimicking the scientific disciplines coming out of the 19th century and really probably connected overall to a kind of empirical anthropological push to order things and divide things up and label them and create all these categories. And he says this is how, or this is why we have our literature curriculum divided up into national literatures and time periods and so on and so forth. It's out of this 19th century German scientific influence to make things very kind of empirical and defined. And so my first question is, and he suggests that maybe we need to reform this way of categorizing and teaching literature. So my question is, if we did want to change this system, because I don't know, no, we come up with a different system, how or why, how could we revise the way that we categorize literature by nationality and time period? What might be other ways to organize and categorize literature? So if you wanted to revamp this whole system, what would be another way of thinking about it, organizing it, teaching it? So that is my first question. And my second question has to do more overall with kind of this feeling I got throughout the Downing essay of literature studies as being kind of the bad guy here in the situation with English studies, and that literature studies has continued in our readings to be portrayed in sort of a negative way. Literary studies and scholars being portrayed as sort of selfish and narrow-minded, oppressing other disciplines and so forth. And I find this kind of comical because in my department the focus is on composition and writing because that's the bulk of what we teach. And we never talk about teaching literature. We never talk about how we organize literature studies. We don't talk about the literature curriculum. And it's just kind of funny to me because I don't really see this happening in my own job. So we get this attitude of literary studies either not being talked about when we talk about teaching or being dismissed as elitist. And so my question is, why are we teaching literature? Why study literature? What argument can we make for it? Should we maintain literary studies as a discipline? Why or why not? Or would you advocate one of the approaches that we saw in one of the essays last week, talking about blending teaching writing and teaching literature into the same course? So yes, I guess my second questions would be, can we defend teaching literature and having literary studies? Thanks.